Hey everyone, it's Tawney. If you're new here, my name is Tawney. I film beauty videos, vlogs, sometimes talk about lifestyle home things, but most of the time they're beauty videos or me just griping about things. I wouldn't say I'm a commentary channel by any means, but I talk about my own drama. So if you're interested in that, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you get notified when my videos get uploaded. And my cat is playing with his little mouse over there. He's very interested. Well, now he's not interested because I talked about him. But yeah, so this week has been nuts. It's Monday, and this week has been nuts. My hosta is doing great. I just have to brag. It went from being like this tall to like this in like a couple days, and I'm like so impressed because I really thought it was gonna die. It's a summer plant and it died off in winter. Like it lasted a really long time and then died off. And then I was like, oh no, my hosta's dying. So I moved it to a better window, which I don't think it likes direct sun, but I needed my pothos to be in a better place. So I switched places with it. And it seems like it's doing okay. It's not getting like direct sun. It's still getting some, but it gets the afternoon sun, which is the best sun here at my apartment. So, because I have east and west windows, and the east windows don't get as much sun as the west windows, but the west windows get the evening sun, which is where all of the, like, it's more intense in the morning, but there's more of it in the evening. So it kind of like evens out, I guess. None of that seems to make any sense, honestly, but that's just how it is. So I woke up this morning and this thing on my chin had come back. And it was always kind of there. I don't know if you've watched any videos that have been uploaded fairly recently. I've filmed like 5, 6 of them because I've just been like really in the mood to film a video. And it was always there, just kind of like sunken in. I kind of thought like it would take a little bit to go away. I thought it might have been like a dental problem, so it was going to go away after I like get my teeth figured out, or at least like enough of my teeth. If you haven't seen a previous vlog, I will link it in the cards and the description box so you guys can check out like what I'm talking about if you're new and you don't know, or if you need a recap because it has been a while. And from when I'm uploading videos, I'll post this one like a little ways after that video just to kind of space it out so you're not getting a bunch of vlogs and like no beauty content when I consider myself to be a beauty YouTuber. So a YouTuber, as my sister calls it. But so this thing had started to come back and it was starting to bother me. And I was picking at it and it was like starting to hurt, which is what happens when you pick at it. And it's like not a pimple. I want to like specify that. It's like more intense of a pimple. So like I guess you could still consider it a pimple because it like, I don't want to get gross for people who like don't like that gross stuff. I like the gross stuff. But so by like 8 o'clock this morning, I was like pissed. I couldn't handle it anymore. So I called a dermatologist and I'm like, look, I got this thing. It's starting to hurt. I need an appointment like to get it figured out. She's like, we have one at 2. And I was like, well, sign me right up. I was like, I will gladly take it. I will take the rest of the day off, take some sick time for the appointment. Cause I didn't know like how severe like getting it taken care of would be. And sometimes for an initial appointment, they want to do like a once over before they get into doing anything, kind of like what I'm expecting at the dentist, which sucks because like I want to get things taken care of. I don't want to like go in and like, oh, this, and this is bad, and we'll come back and see you in a couple weeks. Like, I want it taken care of right now. Like, I can't wait. Like, I was so mad and annoyed that I was like, I'm just going to get taken care of. Because I'm like, I don't have a dentist appointment until May 20th. By the way, I actually did schedule it, and it is May 20th. So I have to wait a while, and I was like, I can't wait a while to see if this is tooth related or not. Like, I at least need to get it taken care of to some extent that, like, have a dermatologist look at. And that was one of the things when I went to the, like, emergency doctor, but not emergency office, like, it's Express doctor, like Med Express. That's where I went. But they recommended I go see a dermatologist or a regular doctor, which was probably because of my weight, but that's like a whole nother thing. We're not going to talk about that. Because that's very triggering, so I don't want to, and I was a little triggered by it too today when it was brought up, but that's for a different video. But, so whenever I had gone to Med Express, they like recommended that I go see a dermatologist. Well, I didn't because I was like, well, I'll just schedule the dentist appointment, and then if it's not dental, then I'll go to the dermatologist. No, I should have done everything and just scheduled all the appointments and everything. So I ended up calling them this morning and got my appointment, and I went in and never been there before. It was a really nice place, very lovely looking lobby and everything. and they were really nice. All the people I saw in there were super nice, like the nicest people I've ever seen at a doctor's office. Like between dentists, doctors, what have yous, like nicest people. Like really knew what they were doing too, which was like really awesome as well. Cause like you're already nervous enough, you don't want somebody that's like questionable. And there was an intern there, so I thought that was kind of cool that like they even have interns. And I was like, I really like dermatology. Maybe I should look into that. But then I'm like, no, I already am in debt for social work. I don't need to be in debt for dermatology, especially when you have to go with all of, like the science classes and stuff. I gladly pass. That's why I did social work, because you can bypass all of those. You take like the bare minimum science classes and you're good. Like, go help people. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So she looked at it and she's like, well, we can take care of it and like try and help it not be so severe and intense. And I was like, do whatever you have to do. Like, I'm here expecting the worst. Like, I feel like I'm dying at this point. Like everything that could go wrong with my body has been going wrong. And I was like, I just need to get it taken care of and figured out and like all of this stuff dealt with. So we deal with all that. And then she's like, I'm going to prescribe this, this, and this to you. Have you put this on here? We also dealt with another skin issue that I'd been having, which like kind of worked out that I had gone and like seen her and everything. So then I can like really get it taken care of, like really take care of my whole self, whole body. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like, I'm really excited about that I can hopefully like get everything dealt with all, you know what I mean? Like trying to take care of myself as a whole, not just little individual parts like I'd been doing for like my whole life. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm very annoyed that it got back to this point because I feel like I'm kind of struggling with it. I mean, I was really annoyed whenever it started to bother me this morning. Like, it was exactly how it had been. It wasn't quite as bad, but it was getting there. Like, if I would have waited like a day or two, it would have been that bad. And I didn't want it to get to that point. I was like, I need to take care of this. I need to be an adult, be a grown-up, be a big girl, and deal with this. So that's kind of where things are at. But I have the next 2 hours of like my work day off because I had taken the rest of the day in sick time. So I got to come home and clean and stuff. So that was kind of nice. Let's turn on the light so we're not in complete darkness. I kind of redid my room. I was going to do a whole video on it, but then things happened that like I wasn't happy with the way it turned out. So I just kind of like scrapped the whole plan, which sucks because I really wanted to do like a home video and have like decoration and stuff, but it didn't go out that way. So I put these up. I don't even know if they're upright because I like separated every single like strand of these things to put them up like they are. And they're like barely hanging onto the command strips that are up there. And then I really like that sign, so I put it back up on the hook that was already there. And then I got these I bought these for myself for Easter because I didn't get them. Like, my mom wanted to know what she could buy me for Easter, and I said these, and then she didn't buy them. So I went on and bought them. I was like, well, I need them anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and buy them. I really wanted this because like this is the typical like what you get for your jewelry and stuff, and I have so many necklaces that I like needed something like that. But then I also bought this board that you can hang various size necklaces and stuff off of, so I'm gonna link those down below, so if you guys are interested you can see them. And I also have my cute little ring earring plate back here on top of my jewelry box that I think I got at the Dollar Tree. I can't link that down below because it's like out of season probably. But yeah, and then I also did this. You can see me. I also did that. I put I'm not naked, I swear. I'm wearing shorts. But I also put the vine stuff around my mirror just to kind of like bring a little bit more green to that side of my room. I was gonna put a picture. I have a long like 18 by 36 picture or something like that. Or maybe it's like 12 by 36. It's like it's rectangular picture that I had got at a yard sale last summer, and I never had a place to put it at my old apartment, so it sat in my storage room. So now I wanted to put it up above my TV, but I'm a little worried with my command strips because I had a little accident with one of the command strips. So I'm like, I like immediately stopped and was like, no, we're not going to continue. Like, I don't want to mess anything up anymore. So I just didn't continue with it. But I feel like it would just add some little like brightness. And I want to have things on the wall. That is the one thing I hate about renting property, is that most places don't want you to put nails and hooks and screws and whatnot into the wall. They're like, oh, they make command hooks now for everything. And it's like, it's just easier to hold a nail, hammer it 3 times and it be in the wall than deal with getting the right size command strip and then making sure it's level, making sure it's right, making sure it'll hold what you need it to hold. Like, it's, and I get it, but at the same time, it's just an inconvenience. I also bought some new makeup recently. I filmed a video of doing a second half of a full face of makeup. I did a first video and then I filmed a second video with remaining makeup, and some of the second video has like a little bit of the first makeup. So it's all technically new makeup. It's just kind of like I'm reusing some of the stuff that I've like most recently got, kind of. It makes more sense if you watch the videos. I'll link them in the cards so you guys can check them out. But yeah, so I've been trying to get more into makeup, especially after this thing kind of like disappeared. I've been getting really into it. Well, then it came back. So then I was like a little discouraged, and now I'm like, I don't like to put makeup on top of it, because what if something gets like, what if there's like bacteria and then all of my brushes or anything with a doe foot applicator touches it, then I'm really worried that something's going to happen. And I don't want to get myself any more germed up and everything than I already am. So I'm trying to be extra careful about that. But I haven't put makeup on since this got worse. So I'm okay with how I feel about my situation with my makeup and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I was playing Candy Crush on my iPad because I needed something to do, and that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in since I had an appointment. I was trying to get this thing taken care of, and I'm trying to be a grown-up. I'm just struggling with it. The cat is playing with his mouse on top of a Walmart bag. So that's how our night's going. He's having fun. I'm vlogging, playing Candy Crush, you know. Typical night. Sorry my vlogs aren't quite as interesting, but this is my life, so like, deal with it. No, just kidding. It's just kind of how things are. Not really all that interesting. I like to do more like cooking stuff where like I show you guys like what I'm making for dinner and stuff. I did one with a smoothie where I showed like clips of how I make a smoothie, and I thought that was really cool. I got really inspired by Carrie Dayton's vlogs when she does stuff like that, and also like Shell Bizzle whenever she like sometimes in vlogs will show like making a bowl with like a smoothie stuff. I like really wanted to show that. I'm hoping to get protein powder to do my smoothies, but protein powder is super expensive for what it is, and not that I don't have the money, I just don't want to spend the money on something like that, even though I know I'll use it and it's going to be good for me. I'm really trying to work better on like eating healthier and just eating things that are like better for me, and like really trying to like learn more about food. Like I've been using a lot of almond milk versus regular milk. I find that I barely even get through half a gallon of milk when before I could go through a full gallon in like a week. Like just because I used it so much, ate it so much, all that stuff. And I haven't been drinking as much soda. I've really been eating better snacks. I mean, I still do stuff with the air fryer, but I feel like it's better than deep frying or even putting it in the oven. So I kind of at least like have a little smidge of like a silver lining there, but it's still not super healthy, but I'm trying. I'm really trying to just like work on like my overall wellness and health and like all that sort of thing. So that's kind of like, I'm getting into summer already with this like mindset of being healthy, even as I have cookies sitting here. But hey, we're allowed to have a cookie every now and then. It helps. Not that I'm eating the whole thing all at once. I mean, and if you do, it's fine. I've done it before. But I'm hoping by summer I can like get out and do more things and just be more active. And like I like to go swimming. I like to play tennis. I'm hoping to play basketball a little bit more and take more walks. I've already taken a walk once across town, and that's half a mile. So I feel like that's like really good progress. But then I got to ride home that night. So, like in my defense, it got dark, and my dad would have had to walk me home and then walk back home, and then it's just a whole thing. So I'm hoping to get more active and do more things. My boyfriend's really an active person, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do stuff together, so at least I'm not feeling quite as like, well, I don't want to do it because I'm going to be all by myself. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I always want to go play tennis, but I don't really have anybody to play tennis with because my sister will go with her friend. My mom's never usually, like, available, doesn't really want to sometimes. Like she likes to play like once in a while, but not all the time. And tennis isn't really a sport you can play on your own. So I was like, well, I can go over and like hit all the balls that I have and then go chase after them, but that's not really like it's not that much fun. So I'm trying to figure out like what I can do like solo wise. But as for right now, that's just kind of I'm working on it. But I'm definitely trying to like feel better about myself. I went through my closet, got rid of some clothes today that just like weren't inspiring me, weren't making me feel very good. Went through, found a bunch of shoes that I like forgot I had. So that was pretty exciting. Found a pair of sandals I'd been looking for, so that's like a great thing. I didn't know where they were since I moved, and I've been in this current apartment like 4 months now, so I definitely need to figure out like where things were and like what all I had and like do a little inventory on clothes, especially since a lot of them like got pushed to the bottom of my closet and like in the back and stuff. So I'm very excited to see how that pans out. I bought some new clothes on Yoins, yoins.com, and they're kind of like a Shein boho or a boohoo kind of like pretty little thing, kind of like a website. I've heard good things, and they have a really nice women's plus range. I don't know about men's sizes because I don't buy men's stuff. My boyfriend's not really into those types of things anyway, but I just kept scrolling through the pictures and I'm like, these girls look really pretty. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, they all had really good figures. Like, even no matter what size they were, all really good figures. All the clothes were, like, flattering. And, like, no, doesn't mean that they actually were, but, like, in my mind, I thought that. And I was like, man, this is, like, a really good mindset to have, like, girls supporting girls, like, just being positive, regardless of, like, if I'm jealous about them being able to fit into something I can't, or wearing something I wouldn't normally wear, or having a body shape that I don't normally have. I just thought it was kind of, like, I was like, wow, look at me. I'm like really proud of myself right now. So I bought a couple skirts and dresses and I believe like a top or two. I was hoping whenever I went to Walmart tonight, I could find some like basic tops, like just basic colors and like basics for my collection, like in my closet and stuff, but I didn't. But I found some cute things off of Yoins, so I'm going to do a haul of that so you guys can see what I bought. I'm really excited. I really hope they all fit and they all look really nice. I got a dress. I was going to get it in a tank top dress, but then I saw it in a t-shirt dress, like more like sleeves, and I was like, that's something I feel like I would wear more so than the tank top dress, even though it was still pretty, and it was the same print, so I didn't feel bad like switching. So I ended up getting that instead. I got a couple skirts, so I'm really excited. I really hope I can like branch out of my comfort zone. I want to get into wearing more skirts and more tops that are a little bit more like different than like a lot of times I wear t-shirts or like fancy t-shirts. And I'm trying to get away from that and wear shirts that are a little bit more like spaghetti strap, or they have like the off the shoulder, or they're like the floofy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really trying to get into stuff that's not quite like the typical what I normally wear, because I found that like my clothes don't really like make me feel that great. Like, they're comfort clothes, but I want clothes that are a little bit more like risky, like in a good way. I mean, I don't really know how to say that like as not like, I don't, in my mind, it's just something that's like taking a risk, taking that jump. So I'm really excited to see how that works out. I'm going to try and do some more shopping soon. I'd like to do it in person just to like try on stuff, because I've noticed recently that sizes that I used to be able to fit into, I no longer fit into, or at least they're tight, which is something I'm like hoping to get back into. Like, I don't like, be great if I could get super skinny, but at least if I'm in a place where I'm like comfortable with myself, that's all that matters. That's all that matters anytime if you work out or eat healthy. Just get to a point where you like yourself. But I'm hoping to at least get down a little bit from where I am, because right now I'm just not feeling so great about that. Plus it means I have to buy a bunch of clothes. Like, most of my shorts are like teetering on being too small. Some of my pants are a little bit like what didn't fit now fits, and that's kind of making me feel insecure about it. So I'm really hoping that like doing some shopping and stuff doesn't really affect my mental health and doesn't make me feel like crap, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Stay tuned for the try-on video whenever the clothes come. I'm not sure where Yoins is located, like United States or otherwise, so it might take a while for shipping to come. I know that whenever I order from Shein or Shine, whatever you want to call it, it takes like a month to get here, and then I've like forgotten I ordered it, and then like all of a sudden one day I'm thinking about it, and then it comes the next day, and it's like really weird. I feel like sometimes ColourPop's like that, and like I'm on the other side of the United States from ColourPop, so I get it, but like their shipping is kind of like ridiculous. And same with Shop Miss A, but now I'm just like venting about stuff that's not even important. But yeah, stay tuned for future videos. If you liked this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!